Et c'est parti en meute pour la petite quête de CYNO. Donc let's go. Let's go. Alors attends, est-ce que c'est la bonne quête? Oui, allez voir l'académie. Recapsule.
Wait, you two! Just a moment, please. You're the traveler in Paimon, right? I thought you two looked familiar. It's a pleasure to meet you. Do you have a moment? There's something I'd like to discuss with... My name is Nabil. I'm a matra in the academia. You're friends with CYNO? Currently, CYNO is out investigating a case involving smuggled canned
Oh no.
Well, to be completely honest, word has it that you two are brave, smart...
On est sur la quête histoire de CYNO.
Since you asked so nicely.
Large amounts of canned knowledge from unknown origins have been appearing on the market recently. According to some research, using large amounts of canned knowledge could lead to some serious consequences. And, unfortunately, most people have yet to realize that. Rumors also have it that some particularly dangerous canned knowledge has made its way into the market. Regardless of whether the rumors are true or not, last we heard from CYNO, he was investigating...
Sounds like we better go look.
Allez, go. Les sables de la solitude. En plus, je me suis démonté le dos en essayant de démonter la machine, mais j'ai pas réussi.
CYNO! There you are! We finally found you!
Ah, it's you two. I knew I sensed a familiar, but I'm very busy at the moment. We'll have to chat some other time.
That's right! Nabil asked us to come and check on the situation.
So Nabil told you about this? Divulging my location without authorization. I'll let it slide for now. This isn't the time for that. I see. Well, the situation might be more Long story short...
Whoa. Sounds pretty complicated. Alright, sign us up!
Donc on en profite pour récupérer des affaires qu'on n'avait pas encore pris.
Whoa! What a stroke of good luck!
Ah, il va pas manquer grand chose pour monter l'arbre des rêves. Pour l'arme 4 étoiles. Tu pêches pour le tuyau. J'ai déjà fait perso.
Is this all you got? Seems even less than last time.
What difference does it make? If you see something you like, buy it.
They've been cracking down on us lately, so we don't have much on hand. If you see something that catches your eye, then now's your chance. There's no telling when we'll have more.
What does the academia think they're doing? Alright, I'll take the... I don't see any real gems in this batch. It's all pretty ordinary.
150K. Show us the Mora.
Put the Mora down and your hands up.
It's CYNO!
Hey, forget the goods! Let's split!
But don't forget the Mora!
Dun dun! Not so fast! You can't escape!
What is this? He's got backup now? I don't like the looks of this. Either way, it's gonna be a tough fight. Any ideas?
It's over. It's not like we're making a big cut anyway. I'm not losing my life here.
Huh? Did they really just give up?
Just like the others I've cut. They're not deep in the circle, just dealers at the bottom of the chain. All right. I have one question and one...
The pickup location is different every time. The boss tells us where it's gonna be and that's it. We don't get a say in it.
And when is the next batch coming?
I don't...
He's telling the truth. Honest. Normally, we should have received a shipment 3 days ago, but we didn't get anything. The stock we have right now is from 8 days ago.
I know exactly why they didn't receive their last batch. 3 days ago is exactly when I started. I suspect who's ever running this whole thing knew that I was coming. When you were trying to escape, you said something about me working alone.
Are you kidding? We've known your name since day one in this business. The boss warned us to watch out, but here we are. I guess we never stood a chance.
They already knew all about me and were trying to avoid being detected from the very beginning. These small fries are the only ones they leave out in the open. And no matter how many we catch, if only we had another lead. Like a merchant who sells large amounts of canned knowledge.
Huh?
Do you have a potential That's right. I won't turn a
Oh! Sounds like we should...
I see. Anyway, I'll think of a way to deal with these if you manage to learn anything. And as for you, I don't ever want to catch you buying canned knowledge again.
Okay, I got it.
Hey! What's with the attitude?
What, you got a problem with that too? Listen, buying canned knowledge is a deal between two people. The buyer and the seller. Think about it. If the academia is hoarding something as convenient...
The academia has clearly published the potential dangers of canned knowledge. I don't like having to repeat things. And besides, I just hope you understand that your actions are what fuels the smuggling of canned knowledge. If I ever
C'est ce
catch
que j'ai
you
fait aussi.
again,
J'ai déjà deux bons artefacts, je pense.
All right, traveler.
Sur les 20, peut-être 20 donjons que j'ai dû faire, j'ai peut-être deux très bons artefacts.
You think you can...
Traveler, why don't we go talk to Dory? If Paimon remembers correctly, she's...
GG. Moi, c'est comme tu es, c'est le jour du portail quand on aura nos neuvillettes. Tu vas voir que des neuvillettes sur live fermées pour up, toi. Ce sera une team Tortank. Hydrocanon, hydrocanon, hydrocanon.
I see. So that's the latest scoop. Good thing you didn't rat me out. Otherwise, who knows where I'd have to be hiding to avoid attention.
Hydromax, ouais.
No idea. Sorry. I've already cashed out of the canned knowledge business. Huh? You mean you stopped selling it? That's right. With so much canned knowledge flooding the market, it was becoming impossible to fetch decent prices anymore. Besides, it seems that group of smugglers has practically taken over the market. It's a little rule of mine to never fight for a share of someone else's market. Plus,
Tiens, d'ailleurs, elle,
regulations getting as tight
Donia,
as they are now.
sera dans le dans les 4 étoiles
Well, not
qu'on pourra avoir.
completely.
Dory, pardon.
Granted, I don't know who's behind
Dory,
all the
Guru,
smuggling activity, but since you
Dory,
didn't
Guru
sell me
et
out,
Yin Yun.
after all, those smugglers have really crossed the line, butting their way into the market like that. I hope their luck runs out.
Ou Jin Yun, la gonzesse de Yiguri.
Of
Et
course
donc, il y a
not
2
everyone
Géo et
is
Dory.
Being able to gain that, everything. Gaining knowledge is a complicated process, but with canned knowledge, one may first, you'll accept the knowledge as factual without a second. And second, excess use of knowledge capsules over an extended time.
Oh, that does sound pretty dangerous. Traveler, you used canned knowledge before. Did you feel any?
Of course, using it sparingly is not an issue, which is exactly why I used to sell it. It's just like how medicine can be used to.
Le sac
Anyway,
de
back to the
Furina.
point. There'll be consequences if the sale. And what's worse, as far as I know,
the court of death?
a rumor has it that it's a site. Word on the
Comment
street
ça, le
is
sac
that
de
there'll be an
Furina?
auction taking. Once I heard about the auction, I began to suspect that all the canned knowledge popping up on the market is just a diversion.
Ah, le
I
7,
wager
oui.
that their real target is because stuckness for the auction. On the other hand, no one can say for sure that they will ever succeed in finding the court.
Sounds to Paimon like we better head to the desert and see the auction.
That's right. And now that I've shared all that valuable info with you, it's time to introduce our limited edition desert travel kit. It comes complete with a map straight to the auction location. As I said, I also have to make preparations before I sell things, right? Now, let me consider how much I should sell. I've got it! 500,000 mora per kit! That's quite the bargain. We'll even offer a 50% discount. What? No need to worry, little one. CYNO's the one heading this investigation. All you'll need to do is tell him to go to the Merchants Guild and pay the bill once the mission is completed. I'm sure the General Mahamatra of the Academia would never leave any debt unpaid. And I can only imagine the funds he's allocated.
We'd better get going. If Dor...
Alors, tac. Elle dit dans le désert, donc hop.
CYNO! We got new... They're hosting an auction in the desert to sell canned knowledge.
The Court of Desolation. I won't ask how you came by this intel, but is it reliable?
We also heard that the Court of Desolation contains...
Partially. It was a secret place built by a dark sect from the age of King Deshret. The ruins do contain treasures, according to past research. One must forfeit their life as the price of entering. They are not some ordinary ruins. So the Academia, however, if they are using the canned knowledge as a way to move information and recruit researchers. Less in recent years, but there are always those who attempt to do so. After all, legends claim that whoever obtains the treasures inside can... Death is often the greatest. That's why some continue to... Do you know where the auction is taking place? Good. We'll go investigate. But before...
Huh?
That's right. Let's begin to leave town and see what happens. Don't worry.
That's CYNO for you.
Attention. Ça doit être plus agréable comme de suivre le stream maintenant que j'ai modifié les paramètres de la qualité d'image capsule. Au moins maintenant n'hésitez pas à clipper dès que vous voyez des actions sympatoches. Ça permettra de faire des clips pour le... pour faire les best-of de la chaîne YouTube. Ah merde. Ok. Pas des sushis, pas des
Loving
sushis.
this treasure hunt.
On va penser par contre régulièrement de le noter peut-être dans le chat ou faire une commande peut-être clip toi. Ça pourrait être cool.
Happy to oblige.
Je sais pas si on peut créer une commande qui fasse comment dire.
Hold it right there. Heading to the desert, are we? I would think twice if I... That doesn't matter. All you need to know is that someone wishes to inform you that it's not too late to turn back. You must be CYNO. I've heard a lot about you. You've got quite a reputation. But this time you're in over your head. Unless you turn around right now. And as for you two, why bother sticking your noses in trouble that doesn't even concern you?
That's right! We won't just sit back.
Ha! Have you really thought it through? My employer said that he's willing to compromise as long as you just walk away. He could, for example, reduce the amount of canned knowledge on the market. On top of that, he's willing to give you a cut of the profit. So you see, you get both Mora and a boost.
Is that so? Well, I can't think of a reason why I'd...
Sorry, no can do. We're getting paid to ensure you disappear.
That's close enough.
New punching.
Nowhere to run. Surrender. Futile.
Stand with me. Out of my way.
You think you're lament? Here. Worthless. Here. Lucky today. Here. Worthless.
J'adore parce que maintenant t'as les bons petits 5000 et tout qui sortent sur des 11 000 toi. Comme bien, je commence à bien le monter comme les petits vidéos.
This doesn't change anything. You're in over your head, CYNO. There will be others coming for you. You'll regret it. Let's get out of here.
No need. Even if we apprehend them, I apologize. You should be careful from...
Wait, hold up.
You'd be surprised. They may even stay hidden in some dark corner for a... Yes. I was carrying out a... My superior was injured while protecting me. And we struggled to gain control of the situation. I've become...
Whoa, who could have seen that?
He survived with a fractured wrist. His name is Tajrat. Anyway.
Don't worry, I'm almost healed.
Good.
Tu Masayoshi?
Don't worry. And once this is...
Comment tu vas? Les hommages. Ah, attends. Hop, hop.
Let's go gather some samples.
Je crois qu'il va me servir à grand chose pour le moment vu qu'il peut up, mais... Le modo te fait peur? Pourquoi le modo te fait peur? Il parle de Seiya Miko, comment il l'a monté. Actuellement, il fait plus de dégâts que sa Shogun Raiden. Non, il faudra le... Ah bah tiens.
Umbrella warfare, I guess.
Quick, let's pack it up.
Carrément. Toujours dans l'abus. Il coupe des têtes, habituellement.
Your journey ends here.
I guess.
Watch out!
Lord of Sand, your sacrifice is ready.
Can't see? I'll uproot you.
Useless. Our bond is strong. Feeling lucky.
Un croco. Putain, esthétiquement, il est joli quand même son croco. Attends, où est-ce qu'il est? Reviens là. Ouais, un genre de croco mécano. Méca croco, il est sympa. Yes, bon. Comment tu vas, Sayuji? Est-ce que tu passes un bon début de semaine? Est-ce que ton week-end s'est bien passé? Étape de fabrication de la cour du désert, ok. J'ai pris... Merde, je suis en train de dire... Oui, si, j'ai pris le coffre du dessus. On peut remettre la team.
Time to broaden our horizons again.
La Nini... Nini... Extinction.
Chivalry will never die.
Ça va, ça va. Bon, on a une couille de machine à laver chez moi. J'arrive pas à la réparer, ça m'énerve. Donc pour l'instant, je joue, ça me détend. On est sur la quête histoire de CYNO actuellement.
This one's got your name on it.
Un tremblement de navire fait quand même beaucoup trop mal.
Grow, dissipate.
Ah, les doigts qui veulent bien craquer. Oh, petit crash de la 5G box.
If only there was some
Ça va
shade
revenir.
for us to cool off under.
La joie des petits crashs de la
We
5G.
still have a long... Of course. Just try to take one step.
Désolé si ça vous fait cracher un peu le live.
Hey, if you say so.
Ah bah c'est la joie quand 5G box. J'ai vivement que là je déménage. Toi, on attend qu'on nous donne la date pour emménager et hop, comme ça, j'appelle directement les fournisseurs pour qu'ils me mettent le bon câble pour la Freebox. Et comme ça, la 5G elle part direct. La 5G. La free.
Those weren't just normal scorpions.
La fibre. Oh putain, le temps que ça monte.
There are marked numbers on their pincers. Someone doesn't want us to show up at the auction. These scorpions were sent to... We are surrounded by desert as far as the eye can see.
This place is super.
Something's not right. There are no roads in the desert. So how could they know where... Stay still. Here's the answer.
Huh? What is it?
A miniature tracking device made by the Ksharawar. They can use this to discern your approximate location, but this device wasn't licensed for mass production.
Whoa!
They probably planted it on the Traveler during our fight with the mercenaries early. It was a frantic fight.
Well, good thing you were able to.
No. Hold on. Let's keep heading to the auction. It would be dangerous to linger here any longer.
Les ventes aux enchères. C'est pas ceux du Arkin City, mais deux coffres. Un coffre en bas, un coffre en haut.
Hey there!
Un, deux. 3, 4. On a les 4. Yamiya.
Are you going to hold a festival?
Alors on dirait qu'il y en avait un là. Allez.
Ooh, let me open it.
Là c'est cool. Est-ce que j'ai bientôt fini mon... 33, encore 2 points et je vais pouvoir monter un level de l'arbre des rêves.
Ooh, let me open it.
Yes. Ouais, mais c'est pour ça que justement que je t'ai dit, j'aurais voulu un genre de fusion de compte pour que je puisse récupérer toutes les résines que j'ai sur l'autre. Que les 53 résines sur l'autre, ça m'aurait permis de farmer et de monter tous mes persos tranquilles là en quelques jours, toi.
What a stroke of good luck.
Là, je me limite, toi, pour que vraiment le jour, toi, où on a Wriothesley, Neuvillette et tout, que le dimanche, c'est qu'on a accès à tout le jeu complet, enfin, tu sais, tous les donjons et tout, je puisse farmer avec mes 10 trucs, quoi.
Outlines your fate. Let me weave you a verse. Our bond is strong. Lightning, kill. This one's got your name on it.
Will.
This one's got your name on it.
Donc, une fois que c'est des zones que j'ai pas encore visitées.
Finally, some target practice.
Ouais, ouais. Je t'ai pas vu, toi. Je sais que c'est toujours bien d'invoquer des familiers, mais le but n'est pas de crever juste derrière, quoi. Sinon ton familier sert un petit peu à rien.
Oh, what a stroke of good luck.
Moi, c'est le truc à Furina que j'arrive pas à voir, c'est la coupe, parce que la coupe, elle est défoncée. Bon, attends, je vais déjà me focus déjà sur les deux que je sais, tu vois. Et on verra après pour Furina, etc. Toi. Voilà. Bon, je m'étais un peu plus dispersé. Xio, artefact 20, 20, 15, hop. Toi là j'ai une coupe hydro, avec taux critique. Et là j'ai un attaque avec un dégât critique. Là j'ai double attaque avec Anemo. Là j'ai PV plus taux critique. Toi j'ai des petits éléments qui peuvent être sympatoches à commencer à monter toi. En tout cas pour les premières... Elle est défense Furina? Ou la coupe que tu viens d'avoir elle fait défense?
Rain outlines your fate. Rain cut.
Fuse is lit!
Ah c'est ta coupe qui est merdique. On va mettre notre team quand même pour l'exubérance.
There are still so many places for us to
C'est la sœur de Jaden? Jaden?
Weird.
C'est qui Jaden?
Yeah, not a single.
We didn't waste any time getting here after we defeated those mercenaries. They shouldn't have been able to give any warning of our arrival, but even so, they still knew we were coming. Someone here must...
Aw, what should we...
We searched the area. They couldn't have moved all the knowledge capsules so quickly. There might...
All right, let's take a...
Did you find any?
No, nothing in particular.
It's possible there weren't many knowledge capsules containing info about the Court of Desolation, so they carried... But don't worry. I have another idea. You two start heading back. Come back and meet me here after some time has passed. I'm sure something will come. They packed up in a hurry and didn't have time to carry off all their goods. They won't just... Once they think we've left the premises...
Hope! Okay, we'll start ahead.
Yes. And don't worry. If they dare...
Et pour passer par-dessus. « 17 vœux. » Ah, faut que je regarde alors.
Ugh, so tired. We've probably got... Yay. It's probably... Let's go. Maybe
Oh, mes artefacts. Ouais, la couronne. La couronne, toi, j'ai pas pour... j'ai pas drop encore pour eux. Comme justement, tu prends par exemple elle, j'ai pas monté encore. Celle de... Toi, j'ai un DK critique carrément pour Tinari. Toi, pour le Shogun, j'ai pas monté non plus. Donc toi, je vais les monter petit à petit, toi. Je dois avoir un stock de noyaux. Je sais plus où on les trouve, les noyaux de... C'est ceux qui te servent à faire des trucs. À faire des condensés. Bon, tant pis. Ah mais c'en est un que j'ai eu. Justement tu parlais en fait enfin j'en ai un que toi tu voulais. Ah, après ça varie duquel tu veux aussi. Que j'en ai une tonne des trucs sympas toi. Oui, parce que elle comme c'est une healeuse, elle agit avec ses PV. Bah, quasiment de toute façon, tous les personnages de Fontaine ont des variables avec leur PV. Vu que quasiment tous les persos de Fontaine se blessent en attaquant. Donc faut que tu boostes son PV au max.
Someone. So you're the bad guy behind all this, aren't ya?
I didn't act immediately when he showed up. He is not the primary instigator, but he is most likely one of the more...
Yes, impressive. You certainly live up to your reputation, CYNO. If I had any idea you were still... Once everyone knew you were coming, all the canned knowledge dealers abandoned their goods and fled at once. Obviously, there wasn't time. Since all the goods were just left here unsupervised, I thought I'd use the opportunity to come back and take what I could. You know, free merchandise is good business.
You must know who's manufacturing and selling the canned knowledge, correct?
No, I'll talk. But before that, if we stay here, chances are that someone will...
All right.
How about my home in AUREUS village? It should...
Fine.
Listen, buddy, you better not try to trick us.
Come on now. Do you
C'est
really
pour ça
think
que moi
I tried to
j'alterne avec
pull
des
any...
missions, toi du mode histoire, parce que clairement sinon je pète un câble à faire que du farming. Si je m'arrêtais à faire que du farming d'Arte et compagnie, ça m'énerverait, ça me dégoûterait les limites du jeu, toi. Toi, il y a pas longtemps, justement, j'ai fait ça sur Honkai. J'ai farmé à fond pour une tenue pour Jingwan. Heureusement qu'il y a le mode combat automatique. Si tu appuies sur une touche, ton personnage va attaquer tout seul. Que clairement, je pète un câble, quoi. J'en ai marre.
Dad, you're back. Oh, we have guests?
This is my daughter, Seeming. She can be... Why don't you run along now, dear? Dad needs to talk with our guests.
Oh, okay.
Everyone knows CYNO in our business, but let me ask.
Paimon is Paimon.
To be honest, I really didn't expect to see CYNO, the lone operator, but even though you caught me, I'd still urge you to stop while you still can. You should abandon this investigation.
Why is that?
Everything from the manufacturing of canned knowledge to the sales and even splitting the profits. Every step of the process involves dozens, if not hundreds of people. Everyone will try their best to defend this industry that we've worked to build. It will be a long and difficult fight, even for you, CYNO. And even if you manage to win in the end, no one will thank you. If anything, you yourself might even feel
Everyone has their own reasons for what they do.
Here's some tea, Dad. And for the guests, too.
Right. I forgot to offer tea to our guests.
Don't mention it. I should tell you that our tea tastes kind of bitter, but I put some sugar in to make it a little tastier.
That's my girl. Do we still have any sugar left? If not, I'll...
Yes, we do. Okay. I'm gonna go have a rest now.
Didn't you say that everyone's in it for the massive profits? That
Actually, my daughter was born with a chronic disease, so she has a relatively weak heart and lungs. Even slightly strenuous exercise can cause her to faint, and prove that's why she never really had any friends to play with, and why she locks herself up in her room most of the time. She has to take lots of medicine, and it doesn't come. As for me, I was just an average merchant. I would wake up early and travel all around to make a profit. But the Mora was still nowhere near enough. Until one day, someone reached out and showed me a way to...
Selling canned knowledge.
That's right. With all the Mora I made, I could finally afford medical treatment for my daughter. There are many others like me. Smuggling canned knowledge might seem like an unforgivable crime to you. I wanted to tell you all this so that maybe you could understand and change your mind. Please, stay out of this, CYNO.
Oh no. That means that if we prevent the...
I must get to the... I can find someone to help treat your child. But I cannot turn a blind eye to the smuggling.
I somehow knew you would say that. But having your word to help my daughter is enough for me. You'll find some goods I received just recently.
Salut Marshall, comment tu
I
vas?
think everything will become clear to you once you see them.
Whoa.
Yes. All neatly packed away and organized in boxes. Small producers couldn't possibly support such a large quantity of goods. Could the academia have a hand in this?
Huh? Look! These seem different from the other knowledge capsules we've seen.
Yes, that would make sense. Wait, what's this? Yes, it's a Matra seal, indicating that the goods have passed Matra. I started to suspect that someone in the academia might be involved when I found the tracker earlier. But how they could ship so much, the pieces have now all fallen into place. With this Matra seal, goods can leave the academia without undergoing a second inspection. No wonder they don't want me to investigate. It turns out that a Matra is behind. Could I ask you for a favor, Traveler? Since all this canned knowledge came from the academia, then it's highly likely that the knowledge regarding the Court of Desolation originated. If we can enter the repository, we can find... But, considering my current status, if I suddenly... You'll need to be the one who checks the records. I'll write a letter to Nabil, and he'll take you there.
Sure thing!
I'll also keep working
si
to
c'est
get
Nabil
more
lui-même, le
information
méchant.
on other...
Le petit il est chez ses parents. Chez... Oh, grands-parents. Le petit là, il passe la journée chez les grands-parents. Toi, je suis tout seul à l'appart. Madame, elle est en stage dans ma boîte pour dans le secrétariat. Donc en attendant, toi pour me reposer un peu. Ah, j'ai un téléphone, attendez.
Hello, we meet again. Have you managed to find CYNO? If so, how's he doing? I read the letter and must admit that I hadn't expected things to be so serious.
J'ai allô, y a personne qui répond.
Sorry. Had I known it would be so dangerous, I never would have gotten you two involved.
It's alright. We wanted to help CYNO too.
I can tell that he really trusts you. The research files stored away in the restricted repository, even I don't usually have authorization. That's right. However, but some information. Follow me. I'll.
The restricted.
Okay, since CYNO is vouching for you, I suppose we can trust you. You may browse the information regarding the Court of Desolation, but I'd suggest avoiding any other research files. Sometimes the less you know, the better.
Huh. So this is the restricted repository. I never thought I'd see the inside of it. This is a first for both you and...
There are many who do not openly converse with others within the academia. But even so, there are very few who I feel could be trusted with... Even though he's no longer in the academia, I still trust him. And that goes for anyone he trusts. The files are over there. Just make it quick.
Whoa, there's a lot to read here. Have you found anything yet? Huh. It reminds Paimon of CYNO's former...
His former partner. That would be Taj Rodkani. But you're not far off. Mortada
What? Taj's son went to prison for researching the Court of...
Why do you sound so surprised? You're a Matra, aren't...
It's just that... they arrested him in secret, so it was never publicly known. All I knew was that Taj's son was taken to prison. It's not just me. I bet even CYNO didn't.
No. Unfortunately, there isn't. He took his own life. You've heard about Taj, right? I know Nabil has. Every Matra knows him. I would say he's probably pushing 50 this year, which makes him one of the most experienced Matra. He is a man of integrity and honor. He used to be CYNO's only partner. Taj is also skilled with a polearm, so the two of them used to practice together when they weren't out on a mission.
Ah, right. I heard CYNO mention that before. But one day, Taj suddenly decided to retire from active duty and transfer. I wonder if it had anything to do with the Mortada incident.
Taj was already very well known by the time Mortada was born. So when Mortada came to study at the academia, everyone had high expectations of him. He had to face a lot of pressure. Then he had an unpleasant dispute with his father, but they were eventually able to work things out. Not long after they had reconciled, Mortada was caught studying the Court of Desolation, which is in violation of academia rules. Taj arrested his son and put him behind bars. He begged for leniency, but Taj wouldn't agree. Shortly after, Mortada slit his own throat with the pieces of a broken bowl. By the time Taj arrived at the scene, it was already... Since then, Taj has been periodically coming to the repository. He'll hold the files from his son's research with a remorseful look on his face. I guess that's why he chose to move to administrative work.
I had no idea that happened. That must be really hard for Taj. I've never heard him
on a eu
mention that to
l'appart,
anyone.
Marshall. Ah oui, non, en plus, oui. Oui, pas pour ça, oui. En plus, on a eu, on a fait une demande d'un nouvel appart, on l'a eu. Et on attend qu'on nous appelle pour venir signer les papiers, le bail et l'état des lieux.
But even so,
according to the legends, the treasures inside the Court of Desolation could allow someone to see beyond life and death, though I don't really believe Taj would ever try to do something like that. Do you have any questions? If
De toute
not,
façon, depuis que je me suis pété la main, Marshall, j'ai beaucoup de mal à gérer le petit tout seul, toi.
oh, now that I think about it,
J'ai encore
CYNO
énormément de
suspected
douleurs et
that the
tout,
canned
donc...
knowledge. There's no way so many boxes could ever get through without drawing any attention. Maybe we could try asking people around the gate of the academia and see what we can find. Don't worry, Taj. I won't let your reputation...
Alrighty then, let's go ask around.
Excuse me. Have you seen any large shipments of goods leaving the academia recently?
Huh. Well, yes, but isn't that pretty normal? The academia consumes so many resources each day. Everything from cooking ingredients, raw materials, even equipment for
Right, but we're looking for shipments with a Matra seal. Have you...
That I'm not too sure of. I normally wouldn't notice whether the goods have any seals or not. Maybe you should ask someone else.
Oh, on saute par là.
Excuse me. Have you seen any large shipments?
No, not that I'm aware of. Perhaps you could...
Excuse me. Have you seen any large shipments of goods leaving the...
Huh? Why?
Just checking to ensure nothing unusual.
Well, I can't say it's unusual, but I did notice something. There's a Kashar researcher who's been making frequent shipments recently. Dozen of large boxes each time, if not more. When I asked him about it, he said they just contained a bunch of old worn-out machines. The Kashar used to often sell scrap machines to traveling merchants, so I didn't really think anything of it. But he's been making a lot of shipments lately. There weren't ever so many outdated machines before.
And you didn't find that suspicious? Why did...
Well, the boxes were stamped with a Matra seal. Why should I bother? Of course, I did start to wonder about the seal once, thinking that maybe a man named Taj came here and told me that he'd already inspected the goods personally and ordered me to leave the researcher alone. I couldn't question his word, could I?
Possible. There must be some sort of mistake. There's no way to... No, I won't believe it. Taj is an honorable man. Someone must... Wait, I know another Matra who works with Taj.
Bah, l'avantage c'est qu'on va gagner 18 mètres carrés. Donc on va avoir une chambre en plus, donc ce qui fait que le petit aura sa chambre. Et le bâtiment a dit à la fibre, donc au moins j'aurai 100% de qualité pour les streams, pour le confort pour jouer en multijoueur et tout.
As I've already told you, I don't have any way to contact Taj. A few Eremites showed up looking for Taj yesterday, and he met with them in his office. I was standing outside of the door, and I vaguely heard them say, "Found it." Before I realized it, the door opened, and Taj left with the group of them. I noticed that he had also changed into Eremite attire, but Taj didn't come to work today, so I've also started to feel a little concerned about the whole thing. If you'd like to speak with him,
A group of Eremites? Could Taj...
No way. Taj is just like CYNO. They're considered heroes among the Matra. There's no way that he would... Fine. Looks like there's no other...
Hey, don't let it get to you just yet. We'll get to the bottom of this once and...
Il va me dire que je vais pouvoir relancer des Warzone sans que l'ennemi se fasse téléporter, ce sera déjà pas mal.
So, this is Taj's place. There doesn't...
Well, what should we do then?
No.
Pas sûr.
Well, anyway, we're still not sure if he's
Pas
the
sûr que ce soit
real
la bonne,
culprit.
le bon mot, je crois.
Probably not a good idea to go in without permission. What's this?
It's a paper full of names written on it. Oh, and a map.
Yes, this is definitely Taj. These are the transactions between Taj and some other people. From the look of the numbers, the whole operation involves more than 300. I have a feeling that CYNO might be unaware of what he's up against.
Ah oui, mais après,
There's no way anyone
qui
could face
triche?
such a...
Moi ça me fait des
Right.
shorts à mettre sur YouTube, toi.
If Taj really I don't want to suspect him, but
Moi je suis tombé sur des games où le mec est carrément dans le décor. C'est vraiment sous la main. Bon. On a des clips qu'on avait sur Rebirth Island, sur le premier Warzone, avec les mecs sous la map, avec des trucs what the fuck. On a eu un mec qui, on l'a poursuivi à pied. Sur les doigts de Rebirth, le mec était en speed dash. Toi, il était par terre, en fait, il faisait des petits à-coups en avant, ce qui fait que le mec, il traçait sa mère plus vite que toi en sprint, toi. Donc, on le poursuivait, on a rigolé pendant 20 minutes, toi. Le mec est mort parce que il pouvait pas se relever vu qu'on était toujours derrière lui. On a vu le bug, alors on l'a vu, mais j'ai pas pu clipper par contre. Le bug du bateau volant. T'as dû l'entendre, ça. Des mecs qui avaient réussi à faire bugger un bateau, un pneumatique, et ils volaient en fait au-dessus de la map, ce qui fait qu'ils pouvaient descendre, atterrir sur le toit de Rebirth et redécoller. Il y avait une tonne de trucs comme ça et c'était chiant, mais c'était rigolo aussi. Tu vois, quand je vois ça, au moins moi je rigole et après je me dis tiens, je vais lancer je fais un petit clip et on est content. Si je retrouve ça, je t'enverrai capsule.
I'm still not sure. I
T'as
cannot
de quoi rigoler un
imagine how
bon moment.
devastating the incident with Mortada was for him. Nor can I, whether it's out of love for his son or for other reasons. We have to see for ourselves to judge him. Or rather, the person he's become. That's right. It's clear that he had a hand in this case.
On a même eu ça sur Apex.
There's no doubting that. That's also why I
On a
need to see him.
dans la dernière, alors pas cette saison-là, celle d'avant. Dans la dernière zone, on attend sur le rocher. Vraiment, j'ai éliminé toutes les teams. Il n'y a plus personne. On attend sur le rocher avec mon coéquipier. Et en fait, on meurt par le gaz. Et tu vois le rocher en dessous de moi. Tu vois la caisse du mec qui vient de mourir aussi. Parce que tu vois, on est mort par le gaz. Mais comme c'est dans le gaz, bah lui, au bout d'un moment, même s'il a gagné, il meurt, toi. Et ben, on voit la caisse de son cadavre qui sort du sol. Et en fait, le mec était en dessous de nous, en dessous de la map.
Sunglasses are great at keeping the sand out of your eyes so you can see your way. Except at night. Then you can't see anything at all.
New punch.
Umbrella warfare, I guess.
Have a taste of this.
Coming at ya.
Done.
Y'a pas un point de TP tout en haut pour que je puisse planer au pire? Et ouais, on a rigolé, mais un long moment. Tiens, déjà, regarde. Tu vois, Rokame? Tiens, déjà, ça, c'est celle d'Apex. Alors. Où est-ce que ça va être? Est-ce que ça fait partie... que ça ressemble un petit peu, mais après je suis sur aussi un autre rocher, donc... Ah, c'est peut-être ça l'ouverture. On fait aller, toi, Haru. Hop là. On est en train de faire le petit mode histoire avec la quête de CYNO. Allez, ça doit être la dernière partie de l'émission.
So this is the Court of Desolation. Are there really any treasures buried here? Oh, this. Could it be dangerous?
Don't worry. You'll be safe with me.
This one's got your name on it.
Ah, courage. Bah là, il y a plein de merde qui traînent parce que toi, mon fils qui a quelques mois, il a chopé une sorte de petite bronchite, bronchiolite, toi. Avec le changement de température tous les jours. Il a réussi à choper froid malgré que tu l'habilles bien, toi. Et ma compagne, pareil, là, elle est en train de tomber malade aussi. Je pense que ça se suit. Ça suit la logique. Donc ouais, il y a des petits microbes qui traînent quand même. What the fuck?
Okay. Is it just Paimon? Or did that passageway just rotate? It's not gonna start moving again, is it? Either way, we should
On
be
va trouver une
careful.
momie qui va nous attaquer.
Coming at ya.
Bon, déjà, normalement, au niveau d'Endro, je dois avoir au moins mon level. Merci. C'est une amie streameuse et graphiste qui a modifié l'avatar que j'avais déjà fait moi-même. Et qui a mis les vêtements que je peux. Et d'ailleurs, qui l'a aussi vachement fluidifié aussi. Hein. Que toi, les cheveux peuvent bouger, les oreilles peuvent bouger. Donc, c'est énorme quoi. Elle a fait un taf de monstre en un mois quasiment. Elle a tout reprogrammé le avatar. Donc, je suis refait. Non, de cul. Putain, faut pas que je regarde, ça me fout la gerbe après. Hein? Attends. Ah d'accord, ouais.
Feeling lucky? Witness the power of gold.
This may turn a little.
Stand with me.
Dat is veel meer die Gindege. Ouais, Wriothesley c'est mon perso préféré donc. Vu que la commu c'est la meute, déjà le petit badge de Cerberus sur le torse, ça passe crème. Bah, vu que tu as l'air de connaître bien Genshin, à Rouen en général, quand les personnes arrivent ici, on leur demande leur map préférée, leur zone. Donc, entre Sumeru, Fontaine, etc. Et leur top 5, les 5 persos qu'ils préfèrent.
Seeing that you've made it all the way here, you must be on the cusp of wrapping up your investigation, I presume. Even faster than I expected.
That's right. This case is nearly closed. But the most important answer still eludes me. Was it all your doing? Smuggling the canned knowledge?
Yes, it was me.
Then explain why.
That's the difficult part. Let's just say I've changed. I've become a selfish coward.
I find that hard to believe.
Oh, really? Way I see it, every person will end up like me sooner or later. When you're young, you press forward, unattached, living solely for the justice in your heart. But as you begin to age, I was the same. I never questioned my actions until Murtada died.
Ok.
I could feel the justice that I once strived to
Oh,
uphold
déjà, il y a 2
slowly
persos que je kiffe.
crumbling in my
3
heart.
persos que je kiffe dans ceux que
I
t'as
was
dit.
completely dedicated to all
Archino,
that
je
I
peux pas le
did.
mettre parce que j'attends de voir quand même ce qu'il va donner.
Murtada was sent to prison
Toi,
by
Shiori,
my
qui
own
a annoncé serait peut-être une
I
déception
set
pour pas mal de
myself
monde.
on this
J'ai eu
painful
beaucoup de
path.
personnes qui disaient que son kit
My
était pas
failing
ouf.
as a father.
et trop de niche en fait une albédo plus quoi. Enfin un albédo plus. Tu vois, il y a CYNO, j'adore, Razor. Dont les deux se ressemblent niveau relié avec Anubis ou les loups. Xiao, j'adore, hein, je les pull dès que je pouvais là. Et après, j'aurais bien Neuvillette et Wriothesley dans le top 1, toi. Parce que Neuvillette avec ses Kamemia et Wriothesley, bah. Voilà quoi. Juste pour voir mes vêtements quoi. Furina, pour l'instant, j'ai très peu vu le perso. J'ai pas fini le Fontaine encore. J'ai pas fini les quêtes Archon. D'ailleurs, on le registre pour YouTube en même temps, hein, pour ceux qui veulent profiter et voir l'évolution en direct. Hein, évidemment, sur YouTube, on a tout. La chaîne est spécialisée en let's play.
Seems there's no convincing you. All right then. Let's see if your polearm skills have improved at all.
Son drip marketing, tu parles de quoi? De son... qu'ils ont mis sur Twitter là? C'est vrai que c'est des termes que je connais jamais. Si tu parles de trucs Twitter, ouais, j'ai vu la Speak ce matin qui en parlait. Qui arrivera en 4-6.
You feel it, don't you? I'm stronger than you remember. I gained... This is only a taste of it. Once I open the door behind me, this power...
Uh-oh.
I won't let you open that door.
I wouldn't be so sure. I'm afraid it won't be easy to stop me now that you're injured. Or
I'll do what I have.
I still remember when we first became partners.
Le mec il dit qu'il est fort, putain il a pris 2 coups de pompe, 2 coups de tromblon et ciao le petit Tadj.
Even after all this time, you still haven't changed.
You haven't changed either. You left that list of names and map in your house on purpose, didn't you? You wanted me to be able to find you here. All of this was just part of the act you were putting on.
Ah tiens, j'ai retrouvé la vidéo que je te parlais. Capsule. Du mec sur la map.
Suspicions from the beginning, but I couldn't be sure until we fought. If he really had changed.
Huh? What do you mean?
He never planned on opening the door.
What's happening?
Seems our time is running short. Let me make this quick then. After Mortada died, my spirit was crushed. For a long time, that is when I was approached by someone who wished to collaborate and find the Court of Desolation together. I did some people from every walk of life are involved. They are relentless in their search, pouring countless mora into secret research, even sacrificing lives in hopes that the Court of Desolation would appear.
No wonder banning the research wasn't enough. A full-scale operation was already in motion.
I'm a flesh and blood human like anyone else, so I obviously hesitated and considered it. The thought of bringing my son back tugged at my heart, but in the end, I came to my senses. I knew that I could not let myself go down that path. I suddenly came to a realization amidst my suffering. The Court of Desolation, a place that once drove people to tragedy, was still doing so, even centuries later. As long as this place exists, people will recklessly seek it out, just as Mortada did, generation after generation, regardless of the cost. Let it be buried beneath the sand forever. Once the Court of Desolation is gone, there will no longer be anyone obsessed with seeking it out. That's right. I acted as if I had abandoned my convictions just so that they would cooperate without raising any suspicion. This was the only... But that wasn't enough. I needed someone I could trust to bring the organization to justice. The academia forbids the research of the Court of Desolation, so they would never approve my plan. To add to the problem, the organization is so powerful that they even have members working within the academia. If I wished...
So, you pretended to be the one behind all...
Yes. I'm sorry, but now anyway, this place is collapsing.
Wait! Aren't you leaving
His fate is already sealed. There is no life left inside him. You planned it all from the very beginning, didn't you? Risking being treated as a traitor to collaborate with them. Sacrifice.
Là, il a fini Itachi, quoi.
I was always so busy with work. Finding this place was his biggest wish. Since I'll be reuniting with him here, I can only hope he won't have anything more to hold against me. I'll leave all those people on the list to you.
There's nothing to be sorry for. If you see Mortada, send him my...
Allez, cours, Forest.
Dad, why are they so strict with me? I'm always the only one who gets in trouble.
Just leave me alone! Don't worry, I won't damage your precious reputation.
Alright, Dad. Let's start over. By the way, I finally found an area of research I wish to pursue. Why can't you show even a little leniency? Why?
Because we are Matra.
Le pauvre. T'as vu les deux? Donc je dis, moi je m'en fous après de tomber sur des cheaters toi en game. Parce que ça fera toujours des shorts et des vues toi.
Said, that being buried in quicksand is it to them. Their only
Je crois que d'ailleurs que l'une de ces l'un de ces deux cheaters, je crois que c'est l'une des plus grosses vidéos que j'ai sur TikTok toi. Enfin, l'une des vidéos qui a eu le plus de vues.
But that's an opportunity that I will not let them have.
We'll help too.
Thank you, but you've already done enough. Just leave the rest to me. I will bring them to justice myself. Besides, I promised you that I would sweep away any potential danger. So, that's what I'm going to do. Wait for me a caravan rebop.
Patienter pendant 4 jours l'enfoiré. Il a dit caravane de rabbit. Alors 4 jours. Une journée, 2 journées.
We meet again. Thank you so much for all your help.
Nabil, what are you?
Convicts from the desert are being escorted through Caravan Repot, so I'm here to keep an eye on things. The last few days, at first, the mercenary groups on the list were after that.
And?
Well, then the Matra then moved. Some of them managed to get out of the academia, but still failed to escape. The scattered criminals were captured by CYNO, I even heard.
Is CYNO alright? He didn't get...
He seems fine. He brought over 300 suspects to judgment all on his own. Among them were even some of our former colleagues. Not just the criminals are afraid of him. Even we start feeling a little nervous when he's around now. But even if we start feeling all self-conscious, thinking if we've done anything wrong, we're still always honored.
J'espère qu'il n'y a pas trop de cinématiques parce qu'il faut que j'appelle mon bailleur pour...
I think I just saw him walking in that
Pour prendre rendez-vous pour signer bail.
Don't worry about...
Trying to single-handedly bring 300 people to justice must feel pretty exhilarating.
I'm aware. However, I learned something unexpected during interrogation. Apparently, Mortada had lived in his father's shadow all his life. After Mortada died, toying with others' minds, treating lives like...
Fine.
Ça, faut que je les appelle avant qu'ils ferment leur
This is a
bureau.
type of trap I've been working on which uses plants. Here, take. If thrown into the mud, the trap will...
CYNO! Tighnari! Oh, so Tighnari must be who Nabil saw earlier.
That's right. I also dropped by just in CYNO.
How is Kale the...
She's grown a bit tall after some time.
Huh?
I've asked her to host, although we've apprehended, so I just...
I will.
If anything else happens, the three of you...
I've already caught those who were... Even if some criminals did slip through our fingers, they wouldn't know...
But...
It's still not... I've been thinking about what... I just hope my own change will come slowly. That way, just as I gained courage from my own superiors. And my partner. I'll be fine. There are many things that many people want to... One day, I'll gather some flowers that grow in arid desert conditions.
Ok, terminé. Oh, top. 60 mails d'usage, c'est quoi ça? Ah, mais c'est juste un trophée. C'est juste un trophée. Ouais, c'est ça. Et ben les gars, je vais vous laisser parce que je vais vite fait appeler mon bailleur pour mon changement d'appart. Donc, il faut que je fasse ça rapidement. Donc, je vais vous laisser. Je vous souhaite à tous une très bonne après-midi. Voilà. Tout simplement. Je vous dis à la prochaine, c'était Fenrir. Ciao les gars.
Surtout partagez, likez et oubliez.